Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula, and today we have Canadian artist Kate Boothman. How are you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm well. I'm well.
The royal
wave.
We're having a red wave here in Ontario. So, I'm doing pretty well, thank you.
Perfect.
Keeping it cool, you know?
Trying to stay cool. It's so hot here at the moment. It's madness.
Right. Yeah, you're hot.
So, tell all our Crazy Women Country fans, who is Kate?
Oof, that's a big question.
We like to start with the big ones, then.
Yeah.
You know.
The difficult things.
I am a singer-songwriter from Kendall, Ontario, which is just on the edge of the Ganaraska Forest in rural southern Ontario. I trained horses until I was 26 years old, and then taught myself to play guitar, and that seems to be what I do now. I still have a few horses, but I just sort of use them as video jewelry now and fodder for my songs and stuff. So that's who I am, you know. I released a record in the pandemic, which is pretty weird, but at the same time, this is such a globally accessible world now. I can do that from my living room, and I can also sit here and talk to you in Spain and talk to you in America and talk about the record. So that's who I am and what I'm doing these days.
Perfect.
That is wonderful. I think that's one thing the good thing that came out of the pandemic, and everyone learning to use a little more communication through social medias in a good way.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Another 2 years of this, and I'll actually know how to log on to Zoom.
It's all good. It's all good.
All good.
I didn't know about Zoom until the start of last year, so I was like, "What is this Zoom?"
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all
in the
good.
business world, we used to use it all the time. So
Sure, yeah.
It's cool. So tell us about the album. My Mistake came out in April 21. Is that correct?
Yeah, My Next Mistake. Yeah, it came out this spring. Put it out. It happened sort of as an accident, to be honest. I've never written with anybody before, and I thought it would be a nice sort of thing to exercise, you know, learn how to write with someone. So I called a friend of mine, Tom Darcy, who's a pretty busy producer and songwriter here in Toronto. We also went to high school together. We have a long friendship. So I just called him and said, "Look, man, would you write a song with me?" He said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And so I went up to his space, and then he had just got this new recording studio, which hadn't been used at all yet. So I went up to his new space, and then accidentally, basically, in 4 days, we'd written 5 songs. And I was like, "Cool, I think this is something we can do, you know, like I can write with people." And he was excited about it. And so, because the studio had never been used, he's like, "What do you say we put these down?" So I had a pocket full of songs anyway, so I contributed a few of those, and we ended up with a record 2 weeks later. So a happy accident, you know, like I love it. I love it. It was a really cool process, and you know, sometimes you just got to sort of let things happen. You just got to sort of say yes and be willing to do it, you know, when it's right. So that's what My Next Mistake is. You know, it's sort of, because Tom and I have known each other for so long, it was very natural for us. We know a lot of details about each other's life, and we just wrote really easily, you know. And we just, so that's sort of how My Next Mistake came around. Quick and dirty.
The best way to do things.
that's awesome.
Best
That's
way-
probably one of the best ways to not have to drag it out like that. Like some people seem to take forever to, you know, do their songs
Quick-
perfectly. And
Almost everything. If you can.
That is just the best.
We all have the luxury of time, though. But this was pre-pandemic, so
Where everything was just kind of, crazy and
yeah, I got someone else coming in. We got lives to live. Now it's like, oh shit. Let's get to it.
Yeah, it takes 6 weeks to get it. We've got the time. Yeah, it's the best. I love it.
So that's how that happened.
I love the way you described it on your website. It's about sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah, massage rock. That's what we sort of named it in the studio because it's a pretty chill record, right? Like it's very lush, actually. It's very chill, but it's very sort of whimsical, like a lot of strings and very Disney, but with like pretty dark content. Like I had been in the process of getting clean from both like drugs and alcohol, and I was like a year into it when we started this. And so there's always just this big sort of well to draw from of drama, right? Like, especially growing up in the music industry. So, it's a really, really relaxing record about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Massage rock is the genre we deemed it in the studio. Hashtag massage rock.
That's great.
Yeah. It's like if Enya went to the dark side, It's kind of like what I went for with this.
That is cool. That is the best.
Fade away rather than sail away,
So, well, who are some of the women that have inspired you to do music? Since obviously you picked up guitar, later than most people seem to. Like they seem to do it in their teens or whenever, So, what was your influence and your reason for doing it?
Oh, geez. Well, I grew up. A lot of people in my life were musicians, right? And so, like, I had a boyfriend, and he was in the music industry, and all of his friends, and it's just, especially here in Canada, it's such a small scene, right? So, eventually, I just sort of realized the guitar, much like it was for my friends, a way to process myself and to express myself, and I could do it privately, right? But listening to records like just right, it's still spinning. I just turned off my amp, but like Lucinda Williams, right? Like I was just listening to her record West. It's magnificent. I'm actually in the process of making a record with Mark Howard, who made some of my most famous female heroes. He did Emmylou Harris's Wrecking Ball. He did Lucinda's what is the one where she's taking her shirt off? World Without Fears. Did that record. So Emmylou, Jennifer Castle is a really incredible singer-songwriter here in Toronto. Anna Eggy, I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's unbelievable. She's out of New York. Kathleen Edwards here in Canada, she's always been a big inspiration. I mean, Nico Case, come on, I could go on all day. Like, I love really raw, unabashed, strong female songwriters. It's like they're so badass, and so that's just kind of the route that I try and follow. So those are some of my ladies. Those are sort of where I go when I want to write or I want to cry.
Absolutely.
Two of my favorite.
Two of your favorite things. I love that. That's so cool. Perfect. You can never, we always need a good cry, and then everything's fine.
Yeah. Feels so good when you stop. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorts everything out. I love it. Perfect. So we have this amazing section called 20 questions plus one.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
And this is where we get to know you rather than the music. So we get to know the real person.
Because I already know you guys so well.
Of course. It's not about us, it's about you. You're the star, we're just, you know.
Yeah, we're just asking questions, you know.
Yeah, we're just here for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how it goes.
So they're just, you know, quick. Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Quick and dirty. Yeah?
Yes.
We going back to that?
Absolutely.
There you go. Maybe we should call them quick and dirty questions and that'll confuse everybody.
Quick and dirty with Kate and Paula.
Quick and dirty with Crazy Women Country.
Yeah. Quick and dirty.
That's a whole new, scene.
Yeah.
I'll go on that show.
Yes, yeah. I bet everybody will sign up for that show. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Night owl.
I get that. If you could be a member of any sitcom family or any TV show, what would you be a member of?
Oh God. Oh, damn it. That's a tough question. I'm watching Downton Abbey right now, so I would be Mary, but
That's in the box. So if we had a look in your phone or iPod or through your disc CD collection, and we could have that these days, what would be your guilty pleasure music?
My guilty pleasure music. I don't feel too much guilt over any of my pleasures. You know, which is a problem. You know, I don't listen to anything too current. You know, I really like Neil Diamond, but I don't feel guilty about that. What am I listening to that's geez, I am not good at this shit.
What's something that no one would ever guess that you would have on like your iPod or in your CD collection?
Yeah.
There is I listen to The Weeknd a lot secretly. But he's so famous, I feel like no one would find that guilt-ridden. I just think he's like this combination of like Michael Jackson and Tracy Chapman, and I can't look away and love it. You know, I think he's really I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of music, to be honest. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm listening to like the Amy Schumer podcast and stuff right now. And when I do listen to music, it's to like get low. Yeah. Taylor Swift's Player's Gonna Play or something like that. I like that one. I saw a pianist do a breakdown of that song and how like he sort of turned that song into like a beat disco thing, and I just liked how you can the concept of taking pop, of just making pop. It's like a mathematical equation or something. And so yeah, Taylor Swift, she's in there too. Don't tell anyone.
Okay, that's our little secret. Nobody will know anything about it. Okay. What's the weirdest, sweetest, strangest thing a fan has ever done for you?
Weirdest, strangest, sweetest thing a fan has ever done for me? The weirdest thing that's ever happened is I have a sister who lives in Amsterdam. I don't know if this was a fan that did this or not. I can't imagine how. But I sent her a vinyl record of my first record, I Am an Animal. And she had it in her briefcase, and she left it on the subway stand. And she got off the train, went back. Her briefcase was still there, but the record was gone.
Why?
Right? Someone took the record out of her bag in Amsterdam and left her bag.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
It is. Hopefully they're sharing it out to everyone else, you know.
Like I was like, that is weird. Really weird. Does that count?
That's awesome.
So someone that's listening to I Am an Animal. I don't know who, but
so whoever Amsterdam has it, let us know. We'll get you on here. Yeah.
We won't know why.
Yeah,
Solve this mystery. Okay. Boots or heels?
Boots.
What's your favorite drink?
Water. Or ginger beer. I don't drink booze. Oh, but you know what? There's this guy down the street that makes pressed sugarcane, watermelon, and lime juice, and I've got that in my fridge. That is the shit.
That's awesome. A major sugar high in there.
Somehow, however, I got to get it.
What's your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving. Just because I like the fall and I like the menu.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. Okay.
For this and that.
Yeah. If you could add someone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
Me. I mean, come on.
Why not?
Really?
Who wouldn't say that, right? Like,
you would look perfect up there. What more can we say?
Yeah. Yeah, me, because somebody up there needs to have the long curly hair that goes right down to the ground.
Definitely.
Exactly.
That is it. I love that answer. That's the best. What was your first concert?
Pink Floyd. When I was 13, my brother took me here in Toronto.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I was like, this is a thing. This is a thing that happens out in the world, and I'm just seeing this now. Blew my mind.
That is so cool.
So, what's your favorite color?
Gold.
What is the best thing since sliced bread?
Acoustic guitars.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good answer.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah. If you could talk to anyone,
But
oh, if you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you want to talk about?
it would be I'd like to have dinner with Patti Smith, and I would just like to know how to stay that cool, how to stay that strong, and how to stay that punk while still being, in the spotlight,
Yeah.
And just how to survive and get through it all with dignity and like not really give a shit, So really all that is quite important. I'd like to know more about that.
That's cool.
Maybe I'd like to write,
Sorry, go ahead.
and maybe I'd like to write a song with her.
That would be cool.
Top of the evening, we're writing a song. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be Thanksgiving dinner. It's gonna be to one.
Put all your favorite things together in one. That'd be it. That'd be great.
We're just gonna come and film because we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the hosts.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, who's cooking? Hold on, time out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're cooking? Okay, I'm in. I'll do dishes.
Me. I love cooking. I'm it's the other thing that I do.
Ah, there you go. Well, I know where I'm going for dinner now.
That's right.
We'll be knocking on your door.
Yeah.
If you ever need a taste tester, we're always here. So
Come on down. I always do.
Food is our thing. Our next series is going to be a food show. There you go.
yeah.
That's my next incarnation.
Oh, so if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
I would have a food show. I'm not shitting you. I already have it planned in my mind.
Ah, there you go. We love it. We love it. You heard it here first.
It's Cooking with Kate, everyone.
Yeah. Get too into it because the idea is good. so I can't tell everyone.
No.
But it would be kind of like a retro food show, and I would have a musical guest cook with me on every episode.
Definitely. Look at there.
Awesome.
Hosted by CWC. We're
Yeah.
there for it, so,
Exactly. It'll be a CWC kitchen.
See,
Wow.
we knew we had to have you on our show.
Oh.
Country cooking with Kate.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, I'll be over here eating, if you need me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just set the camera up and
Like, I'm sorry, I'm eating. What did you need? Oh. So, if you could be a Disney character, what Disney character would you be?
Oh, for God's sakes. Disney. Snow White. Just because she can talk to animals.
She just sings and talks to animals. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And the animals do all the work and all sorts, and she's just like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I think she picks apples or gets a basket of apples. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
Poison people.
Stay away from the weird people.
Oh, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Depends. So down here in Ontario, we have this unbelievable dairy called Kawartha Dairy. It used to be strawberry, but then Kawartha Dairy stopped putting the whole pieces of strawberry in there. So now I'm a mint chip girl.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
They stop putting strawberries in it. Isn't it?
Hey, I have a plant-based ice cream that doesn't have strawberries and strawberries. So just saying, I find it very funny. But yes, I can agree with that one.
I like
I love
having a
ice
little
cream.
strawberry once in a while. I like getting a strawberry. It's like getting a little treat.
Yeah, it's like
A little surprise in your ice cream.
A treat in the treat. It's perfect.
There you go. See?
Oh, what is your favorite current snack?
My favorite current snack. I'm having a real Jello revival,
Oh,
but what we call a jelly. So I'm just making a lot of weird jelly these days because it's cold and it's so hot here. Also, my favorite snack would be like guacamole. I love guacamole and with a good tortilla, I don't use garlic though in my guacamole. I use onion. Just raw coconut and pomegranate. If you eat those together, it tastes kind of like a really sexy peanut butter and jam.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, I'm trying this.
Yeah.
these are the things I'm doing these days.
That's awesome. So hypothetically, if I told you I need to hide a dead body, do you know a good place?
Yes. The graveyard at the end of my driveway. I'm not kidding you.
There you go.
Perfect.
I live on a
Perfect
farm.
place.
There's a graveyard at the end of the driveway. I feel like you'd fit right in.
Awesome.
Oh, I love it. I love it. They would never think to look in the graveyard for a dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got other ideas too, but that's just the one off the top of my head. We could cook them up, serve them to Patty's.
I don't know if I'm coming for dinner now. That might be. You never know what you're going to be eating now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little fried green tomatoes here going on. What would be a good theme song for your life?
Crazy. The Patsy Cline song
Mm-hmm.
on a lot of levels. Another good theme song would be
So tell our audience an album, an artist, maybe even a few songs they need to listen to before they die.
I am really, really, really into a Canadian sort of gothic folk singer called Timber Timbre. He's made a record, Sincerely Future Pollution, which is just like incredible. One of my Desert Island records is a Gordon Lightfoot record called The Way We Feel. And there's a song out there called Go Go Round. And actually, I'm going to amend my previous answer. That's the theme song to my life, Go Go Round by Gordon Lightfoot. How many did you want?
whatever you want to share everyone with.
Yeah. So something old, Gordon Lightfoot, The Way I Feel is a beautiful record. Something new-ish, I think 2017 is Timber Timbre, Sincerely Future Pollution. What else am I? I'm really obsessed with the Chris Bell record, Look Up. Or no, I Am the Cosmos, I think it's called. Chris Bell was in Big Star. Lucinda West, I'm just in it. I'm really in it right now with her. So yeah, all of her shit.
Yeah. I'll definitely agree with Lucinda Williams, 100%.
You know, she's the one, you know. I don't think she had a hit till she was 43 or something too. So it's just cool to sort of be like this like woman. Again, it's that not giving a shit thing. It's just like, this is what I'm here on the world to do. And when people are ready for it, great, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think one of the things that brought like her and a lot of other artists that females that, you know, most of us would have never heard radio or any otherwise was when we had Lilith Fair back in the late 90s there. That's how I heard of most of the females because they weren't played on the radio. And I'm like, oh my God, these are such great musicians and singers and writers. And yeah.
No kidding. Iris Dement too. I think she was on one of those Lilith fairs. Sarah McLachlan, who ran those, she's Canadian, right? So again, being a small circle here industry, I was able to go to a few of them, and again, like, and I was young, right? It was like, look at these women, like, look at this. I just thought dudes did this shit, you know? So it was like very mind blowing to see like, oh God, we're better at everything. Okay, this is good. You know?
Absolutely.
Thank God for Lilith Fair, actually. It really opened my eyes to female music, music made by women.
Mm-hmm.
Katie Lang, oh my God, don't even get me started, you know? Holy shit. Incredible.
Perfect. Okay. So, the important question. Who is your favourite CWC host?
Oh my God, you're evil.
I told you, but the question should be like,
where's the pop? Where's
Bilbo? Woohoo, Bilbo got the vote.
Bilbo got the vote! Yeah, Bilbo! Yeah!
I don't play favorites. You're both amazing, and I'm very happy to be here chatting with both of you. And
we're glad you could join us.
Thanks, yeah.
And I must admit, the animals normally get more votes than we do, so.
Yeah. Tigger is still winning, which Tigger's not here because she's the cat and she only stays inside. So.
That's right. She's too cool for this. Cats are very cool. You know, they're always like, well, I'll get to you if I feel like it.
So when she comes on, it's like, there we go.
Yeah.
We're cool now, Tigger's here.
Let me at it.
Me and Donna forgot about, oh, that's a cat. There we go.
Yeah. We're like, what? Oh, we see the tail. And yeah.
I wish I had my horses here to show you, Neil and Phaedra, one over each shoulder.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Next time we can do it outside.
Yeah, I'll do it from the stables next time.
Yeah, that would be very cool. So tell us, what have you got planned for the rest of 2021?
Well, there's an art gallery here who has selected a few artists to sort of focus a series on. So I had a little documentary made the other month. I was lucky enough to be one of the people selected to participate. So I'm looking forward to seeing this like small short film on my writing process and in my life and stuff. And so I'm performing at that on Friday. And then September, I'm going to be finishing that record that I'm making with Mark Howard, which is pretty exciting. And then I have another record written. I don't know how long, you know, these lockdowns are going to continue on for, but I'm ready. I've got 2 records coming up to make and finish, and that's going to keep me pretty busy. And cooking, figuring out what my next favorite snack is. No?
And where to hide those dead bodies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just gonna have a cooking show segment here. We're just gonna be like, this is not an interview. This is talking about food and eating and whatever. Yeah,
That's right.
that's it.
How to properly just get rid of a dead body.
Yeah, we'll add that to it.
Yeah.
And that
Leg
one
of-
I had to put in special places.
Fresh leg of Sam.
That is so funny. I love
Roast stew.
That's it, Bill, but you're staying with me because you might get cooked.
No, I don't think she would cook animals. Not like that. No, maybe
No,
people,
no.
but
No, animals.
Get rid of the people. We don't want people, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, my little man. You don't have to lick me, though. You don't have to lick me so much, I promise.
oh,
Oh, that's so
it's
funny.
been a pleasure having you, Kate. Thank
It
you
has.
so much.
This has been so much fun. So much.
Thanks. Yeah, I've had a great time, and thank you for your patience earlier while I was trying to get it all together.
Don't worry.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.